Hello and welcome back to Petrolhead Detail, and this week we have a BMW M4 in for a new car protection package using G-Technic Crystal Serum and Total Surface Protection. On top of that, we've got an Audi A7 which is due to go back to the dealership. They contacted us, basically said, look, they've taken this in as a trade-in, is there anything we can do to it to improve the quality of the paintwork? So we did a single stage on the majority of the vehicle just to remove some of the dullness from the black, and then we did a two-stage correction on the bonnet and removed a lot of hazing from stone chips, and we used a Chipex kit to achieve that. I'll do a bit more detail on the Chipex kit towards the end of this vlog, but stay tuned and enjoy. So one of the regular questions that we get asked here is, why do we have to machine a car which is literally brand new straight out the factory? Well, the reason for that is that a number of things happen from the point of the vehicle leaving the factory to getting to the new customer. So it's being shipped overseas, it's going through multiple stages of different forms of transport, and damage can be introduced during that process. On top of that, it's first valid if it's not done safely. Not saying that the dealership would make any mistakes, but if it's not done in the correct method and using safe processes, then you can end up introducing damage to the paintwork from day one. This is a very good example. The paintwork, if we were to look at it from here, looks brilliant. But when we actually get closer and we start to get some more intense light on it, and I'll see if I can start to find some of the defects. We found, there we go, we've got one just there. See if we can see that on the camera. There we go, some light haze there, and there's a light scratch. Now, we found this predominantly across the majority of the vehicle, with the exception of the bonnet. Again, we've got more swirl marks there and light hazing. And what this basically means is that the vehicle's probably just had a cleanse at some point where there was contamination still on the bodywork, and that has been dragged across. So we found various different areas. There's little areas all over the bodywork, very light marks, which all need to be corrected out. So what we do is we perform a single stage machine polish on the whole of the vehicle. We don't just target specific areas. Get some focus back on the camera. There we go. So we don't target specific areas, we literally machine the whole vehicle. And the reason why we do that is because, one, we ensure we don't miss any areas that need to be corrected. The very, very thorough process. Two, the customer's paying for it as part of the new car stage, the new car protection. And third, we then make sure we've got an even finish across all of the bodywork. So every single panel will receive a cleanse to start off with, a full decontamination, and then a single stage polish to all of the bodywork. What else is happening on this detail? The wheels, which are really nice, the competition wheels. These are going to basically be removed. We will do a cleanse with a panel wipe. These have already been iron fallout removed. They've already had a safe wash process on the outside while the vehicle was outside. And then we will coat these with a G-Technic C5, and we'll also clean down and cleanse the calipers and make sure they're coated as well. That way, when the dirt is trying to bond to the wheel, and it can't as easily because it's got the coating on there, the caliper's not going to look really dirty in comparison to the wheel. It keeps consistency there, and as you've got the wheel off anyway to do the work, you may as well coat it. Inside the wheel arches we'll get a light dressing. Engine bay will be dressed, and particularly on this one, when we opened it, we found, and if I'll show you, we found the protective tape hasn't been taken off yet. So when the car went through PDI, we don't believe there was any specific request from the customer to leave any of the films or the protective films on, but this is the sort of material that will have been left on the vehicle during transport. Normally do the bonnet and the sides, any areas that are exposed to sort of debris while it's on the transporter. These would all have been coated in this type of film. that should have been removed by the dealership. Now, if you want your car preparing before you take ownership of it, and this is a service that we do provide, we can contact the dealership, and in most cases they will send the vehicle to us with all the protective film still left on the bodywork, and then we can remove that safely prior to it ever having its first wash. So you know the first wash that's performed is a safe 2-bucket method, snow foam pre-wash, and there's going to be very, very little chance of any sort of damage or contamination being left on the bodywork. We can then coat the vehicle, arrange with the dealership to return the vehicle to them. We'll usually time it so that it goes straight into the showroom about an hour before the customer picks up their new car, and then we'll do a walk round. We return to the showroom with the vehicle and we do a walk round to make sure that there's no issues from it leaving us to entering that showroom. And if we're there, then we can easily fix it. So this is going to be quite a good detail. Other good news, we have a new starter this week, a guy called Dan. He's going to be doing the majority of the machine polishing. So Dan's been doing contract work for us now for a few months, and consequently we were really lucky to take the opportunity to offer him a full-time job. The workload that we've been dealing with lately has increased quite significantly, and I was very keen, I should stop showing you the car, stop showing me. I was very keen to the fact that we've got customers calling me. I'm struggling to find time to go back to them because I'm spending all of my time dealing with the actual work on the vehicles, and therefore not only are we missing opportunities to help out customers and to get new cars booked in, but also it doesn't look very good from a customer service point of view. So my key thought there was, we need to do something, we need to do it as quickly as possible. So we recruited Dan. He's going to be doing the majority of machine polishing. As I said before, I'll get some videos of him doing the work. Apologies, he doesn't have his branded polo shirts yet, but we will have those in the next week or so from my brother at Chromasport, who provide all of our workwear, and I'll do a link to their company in the description. Anyway, enjoy the detail, and catch up with you soon. Dan's just doing a quick inspection on the car after the crystal serum's been applied to make sure there's no areas that need to be addressed, there's no haziness or anything on the bodywork. And while that's happening, I'm getting the car ready to jack up, take off the wheels from this side to start off with, so that we can cleanse those down and add the ceramic coat. One key thing on a BMW is, if you can see under here, just there, no, not there, just there, this jacking point, it's actually got a rectangular hole inside it. Let's see if we can get some focus on there. Yeah, so I found it now and actually managed to get some focus on it. So they have this rectangular jacking point here So to fix that, we have a set of these. They're about, I think about £5 off eBay, something along those lines. I'll put a link in the description below the video. But essentially, when we're using the express jack, that sits on there, and then this sits perfectly into the hole. So that will go into there like that, and then the jack will sit on this and push it up, so that it's not going to cause any damage to the outer edge of the jacking point. That's another top tip. Always make sure that you have the right shaped block if you're doing any jacking. Most of the cars you can just use the flat plate, but in this case, because we've got these and we know they're a much better option when jacking up a BMW or a Mini, we will go ahead and use these. try and always do is when I put it back on, I try and have the emblems all sat the same. So obviously getting that first bolt in. Yeah? For your birthday? My dad always said, the more you ask, the less you get. I said, my dad always said to me, he says, the more you keep asking, the less you're going to get. You'll have to wait and see, won't you? You can have the day off. Oh well, don't get greedy then.
Wash your car for you.
Well, the boss has to wash the car on your birthday. Don't give her ideas, Daddy. Yeah, well, we've got a sponge and a chamois, yeah? Thanks again for watching our latest vlog. If you would like to see more videos from us, then feel free to click on subscribe at the top of our channel and hit that little bell icon to the left, and you'll get a notification every time a new video is uploaded. If you have any feedback on this particular video or any of the other videos we do, then please feel free to add your comments to the comment section, and I'll reply to as many people as possible. Information on the equipment that we use will be found in the description section, along with links to where to buy any of that if you want to try it out for yourself. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.